How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Lead Therapy, and thank you so very much for taking time for tuning into my video. Before I get on with the video, I just want to thank everybody who responded to my post yesterday. The reason I didn't make a video yesterday is that I caught a cold on the weekend and that I pretty much lost my voice yesterday. But when I woke up this morning, it was doing much better, but you can still hear it's a little bit raspy. So once again, I appreciate everybody's well wishes. And can you guys believe it? It's already November 1st already. And let's start November off with a big bang with this story. Thousands of guns and gun parts stolen from the ATF. The ATF has been up to quite a lot recently, but I'm pretty sure there's more that we're unaware of. They're likely to get away with it, at least for the time being, by arguing that it's their job to make sure guns don't end up in the wrong hands. And to some extent, that's true. However, it seems they suck more at their jobs than we thought. With inflation, prices are up pretty much across the board. But if you're looking for a new gun for recreation or self-defense, here's a hint. The ATF is offering them at an absolute steal. Seriously, the federal agency tasked with enforcing firearm regulations has such poor security that thousands of guns and gun parts, once in its possession, disappeared in the hands of thieves, and it has yet fully implemented recommended reforms. Since September 2015, the ATF has utilized the National Disposal Branch, known as NDB, formerly the National Firearms and Ammunition Destruction Branch, also known as the NFAD, to centralize and streamline the disposal process of forfeited and ATF-owned firearms. Each year, the ATF destroys thousands of firearms at the NDB. The U.S. Justice Department's Inspector General noted in announcing a recent report, the DOJ Office of Inspector General undertook this audit following the discovery that thousands of firearms and firearm parts and ammunition have been stolen from the NFAD from 2016 to 2019. So for 3 years, the agency that enforces every petty and intrusive federal regulation regarding firearms, including alcohol, tobacco, and explosives, let its own security personnel, a DHS contract security guard, was convicted in connection with these thefts. Strictly speaking, the report isn't about the thefts themselves, which were discovered by accident during a traffic stop. The recent report delved into the ATF's process in implementing anything resembling the security procedures it requires of the private gun dealers it oversees, or maybe something just more challenging than leaving intact weapons in unsecured boxes and unlocked containers. So how is the ATF doing at storing firearms, at least as securely as you might expect of private businesses? In short, not particularly well. Now let's understand here that the ATF has been quick to hammer gun stores for every clerical error that they can find, shutting down stores now that would have been a warning at most a year or two back. They expect everyone to get everything perfect, and if you don't, your FFL is in jeopardy. Meanwhile, they're leaving guns around in boxes, and literally anyone can walk off with them. I think I'm right when I say most of us are not big fans of the ATF, but they exist and our tax dollars pay for them to do a certain job. That job isn't to harass mom and pop gun stores into extinction. It's to keep guns out of the hands of bad guys. Yet by not implementing basic security measures from the start, they facilitated those same bad guys getting guns. I mean, did they think thieves wouldn't want to get their hands on seized firearms? Did someone honestly not realize that this could potentially be a thing? Now that they know, we're all left wondering why they haven't already tripped over themselves to implement every necessary security measure possible to try to prevent this kind of thing. What I do know that the ATF lost any moral authority it had, not that it had much to begin with. It's not surprising this coming from the ATF. They want everybody to be perfect, dotting their I's and crossing their T's. And if we don't, they're coming after us. But they're not held to the same standards as we are. Thousands of guns, gun parts, and ammunition were stolen. And they've known about it for at least 3 years, and it seems like they still haven't done anything about it. As always, I'd like to hear your comments about the story in the comments section down below. And if you guys would do me a big favor and help the channel out by liking, sharing, and subscribing and hitting those post notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next video.